Hey folks, welcome to the stream. It's going to start and play our 5 minutes of intro music, and then we'll get into it. So, I'm going to play with this instrument for our intro. Enjoy. Hey folks, welcome to the stream. Let's get started then. So, I'm Ninja Kitty. Hey, and I usually play improv piano, but today we are playing Midi Minecraft Thursday. Basic rundown. I have made a mod which connects our MIDI inputs from our piano and translates those into key presses that help us play Minecraft. The goal is to beat Blightfall, a 1.7.10 Minecraft mod pack, while playing the best music we can. And yeah, it's been going pretty well. This is episode 13, I believe. So we made a lot of progress. Last time we were at a boat, and we stole a boat. Grand theft. Massive boat. Also, there's this thing. I was wearing this on my neck in the very beginning. This is a snake cat. Yeah, so I got a new 3D printer, and I now can print crazy stuff. So there you go, snake cat. This thing is crazy long. This thing's like, what, 4 feet long? So, lots of snake cat. Anyways, so I'll probably 3D print more things going forward. So we'll see if you see more things on my table that are 3D printed and such going forward, but exciting. So yeah, Snake Cat will join us for today. Yeah, just I found this model on Thingiverse. I think it's called like Extra Long Snake Cat or something. So if you want to print it yourself, pretty good print. I really enjoyed this print. This worked very well. So anyways, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, sorry about being so late. I was really thrown off. I fell asleep on the couch last night and totally destroyed my morning. So, yes. Anyways, I've got a number of things to do here. So, what we're going to do today is first we're going to switch our piano back to being a piano. But yes. The first thing we're going to do is we got the ship. And we're going to take the ship and we're going to go get some more flowers. Now there's some of the harder locations that we haven't been able to get to before. Notably, at the bottom of the map there are 3 islands. One of them is the Mushroom Island. One of them is the Obsidian Tower. That's the one where we went to go get all that stuff from the big tower. Crazy. And one of them is this floating island at the bottom of the map that is called Obelisk Island. So Obelisk Island is way up off the ground, and we can't get to it easily unless we tower, a water bucket, climb along the underside of it, or fly there. So we're gonna just fly there because it's super easy once we get there. There's some like ladders. So there's like an upper cliff area and a bottom area. There's some ladders from the bottom to the top of that area. So, but we're just gonna fly to the top and get the teleport. There's also some loot up there and some flowers. So, and a teleport. So, where's default? So we can finally get to the Obsidian. We can get Obelisk Island teleport. We also can fly to the top of the Obsidian Tower, so we don't have to go past the boss that we keep avoiding. And finally get the Obsidian Tower teleport, which would be nice. And lastly, in our braid of things, we also have there's a floating island in the northwest of the map. And that Obsidian Tower, or not Obsidian Tower, that floating island contains a little botanist lab up there. So we'll be able to fly directly up there and get that loot. Now, it is a little bit annoying to get around the guy who's living there. Can't remember if there might be a guy at the Obelisk Island too. Can't remember. A lot of places have guys. On the way past, we'll probably grab the volcano teleport. There's a volcano in the north west corner of the map as well that we are going to just fly up and get the teleport to. And we might then journey down south. So I think the flight path will be to go north, north and then west around the continent by water to get the island lab, which I think is that one in the northwest corner of the map, and we'll grab the volcano when we're over there. We also might stop by the jungle temple while we're in the region, you know, just pick up things while we're going past. And then we'll go south down the west side of the continent to grab. There's two. I think there's some flowers over by the basically the center west side of the map, and I think we'll stop by there. We also might stop in and grab the swamp teleport while that's pretty much centered on the map. And when we do that, we'll be able to finally start the scout missions. Because the idea is that normally you follow the scout missions and they take you around the map and show you all the locations. But we're not doing that because it's boring. We want to do them in our own order. But we'll finally be able to start the scout missions if we go to the first one, which is the swamp teleport. And we'll probably be able to pick up a bunch of the things if we can do after that. We do have to hit the jungle teleport eventually because that's where the green flowers are, and we need the green for the Jaded Amaryllis. Or maybe that's light green. We'll see. But yeah, then we'll journey down south and hit Obelisk Island and Obsidian Tower, finally parking the ship back at Beta. So that will be probably the first half or part of today's stream. It could take the whole time though. It does take a lot of, at each location it can be a little finicky to get all the stuff we're requiring, so whatnot. So I'm going to be playing in Major today, I think, so we'll do that. Anyways, with all that discussion out of the way, again, the general overview, we're going to go grab some flowers and we're going to head home and we're going to do some Thaumcraft research and stuff, and then we'll do Botania, and then we'll hopefully have enough sugarcane to really get into Thaumcraft, and if not, we'll do more Botania and on to machine work while we wait for more sugarcane to grow. So, that's the general rundown. Hope you enjoy. Something seems to have broken. Give me a moment. That's not good. Oh, okay. Alright, so, Blightfall just crashed. Don't know why that happened. Let me see. Overall, another Outer Lands, Dark Lands, last millennia. Can't keep up. Did the system time change or did the server overloaded running 43,911 milliseconds behind? Skipping 879 ticks. Can't keep up. Did the system time change? For 4,796 milliseconds behind, skipping that many ticks. Process exited with code very big. Let's see. Negative 10737411819. Okay. Well, it crashed. That's all I've got. So I'm going to turn it on again and we'll hope that it doesn't keep crashing. Because otherwise, we're going to have a serious issue. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, OBS for a moment there, like the recording streaming software, didn't wasn't responding there for just a quick moment. So I hope the stream didn't get cut in half. Might have. So sorry about that. It's loading up, so let's hope that it works. But yeah. So, important something that we just picked up. So there's this jungle temple that we just looted, right? You watched me loot it. Um, Here at the very northwest, the north side of the northwest part of the map. Here at the end of the jungle island, or the volcano. What's cool about the stuff that we just got is we got a couple really important saplings. If we look here, this is what we call a slimy sapling, and this is a rubber sapling. Now these two trees are really important. One of them produces slime blocks um, as its wood in the tree, which is really useful because we need slime balls for all sorts of things, and can be used to make stuff like cardboard, which can be used to make tools to help us get some various kinds of the tool essentias and such. So really useful to have the access to slime balls. There's a number of things we can use slime balls for. The other one here is rubber saplings. Rubber saplings are really useful because they give us raw rubber when we break the tree. And then we can use raw rubber to make rubber to then make plastic. And then we use plastic to make plastic sheets. And plastic sheets are the foundational material to most of the mine factory machines. So we'll be using a bunch of plastic for various things going forward as we get into machines and building things. And so this rubber sapling will be really important for doing and moving forward in that capacity. So that's some of the really important things that we just picked up here. It is nice that we also grabbed ourselves another division sigil, but we really don't. We will probably not need it. I have yet to run out of charges on my original division sigil in any game I've played. So, oh well. But so yeah, we got a bunch of cool loot, and we'll move on to the next island lab, which is just west of here, up in the air. So, enjoy. Alright, so we're not done with the stream, but we are getting here to the break. Um, yeah. So now I'll explain all this when I get back. I have a little thing I wanted to say, and feel like it's more relevant if I say it after I take the break. So we're gonna take our little break, and then I'll say a little bit, and then we'll get back into it. So yeah, be about 5-ish minutes here. So yeah, I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. So, just fun stuff that happened as we were doing a little bit just a moment ago. It was so hilarious when I accidentally put the botanist on the wall after I captured him. Blew myself up once more. That was hilarious. But he dropped some floral fertilizer that makes any type of flower when you place it. So that might help us get some of those flowers that we don't know where are. Cool. Another thing that happened just now. I got the purple flowers. Great. I also mined some mithril here. Mithril is the next mining level above super diamond, I do believe. So when we get back home, we can melt down that mithril and make mithril tools. Really nice. We can mine the next level higher, which, yeah, we'll slowly work our way up through some of these. I think mithril actually alloys into something, and you can make something even stronger than mithril with mithril. But we're getting there. Maybe it's orichalcum. Maybe it's mithril and orichalcum. I can't remember. I remember orichalcum being one of the top ones. Yes, we got fantasy metals and they're awesome. Yeah, most of the fancy metals are in places, like in specific locations. All the normal metals and things are at their normal heights, various places around everywhere. I think, and then the tech metals are fairly abundant in most regions, though they have like concentration areas. Tech metals being your like copper, tin, silver, lead, and platinum. I think they have higher concentrations in certain areas. And then the other metals, the higher fantasy type metals, like mithril, only appear in very specific locations at specific depths. So, for instance, though, also there's nether ores, and nether ores are added from a couple different mods. And all the nether ores are found in nether rack pockets in the volcano islands. We'll be coming back here eventually to do mining there, because the highest level materials, such as arterite and cobalt ore, are from Tinker's Construct, are nether ores, which can only be found here at the volcano. So, that's ore for you. Okay. Another fascinating thing I just realized while looking here in Minecraft. This area, there's a flower. Let me pop over to your game view here so I can show you. See this thing right here? Not the blood block. Those things you can't break, by the way. Fun fact. Well, I think you can break them, but... wait, can you? I got a blood splatter. Okay. You couldn't break those before. That must be in the new update. Anyways, this thing is called an entrophin... I can't remember. I can't read that. It's too hard. It's not worth it. Anyways, these things eat explosions and make mana. Cool, huh? You explode stuff on them and they make mana. It's production flower in Britannia. We've talked about those a little bit. Do you notice what that is right there? That is seared stone. Seared stone is the material that we make forges out of in Tinker's Construct. Notice that it says it's from the Tinker's Construct mod. Seared stone, I'm going to break this and bring it back home, and we're going to put it in our forge because more forge, better. But what's fascinating to me is it's like you don't get seared stone unless you blow things up or you melt it. So oh, you see it? You see it? There's seared stone around the explosion flower. I have been here how many times and not realized that these two things might be connected. I also there you see these blood splatters here, and these blood splatters are also around. Notice that the actual spot around this has no exploded seared stone on it, but there's these weird cutouts like right right? And this big ol' dip here in the ground, and the blood is next to these regions. They were using the flour. My theory, and I'm not sure if this is correct, I think they were using the flour to make mana. Right, exploding stuff, right, to get more mana, because the idea is that there's lots of people around with different labs, and that's the things that we're going to. And each group was trying different ways and workarounds. And so this was the Britannia area. This is the people who were doing Britannia to try to solve the problems, largely. And so, yes, they were using this crazy flower that takes in mana and explode when things explode around it, and the explosions didn't go where they were supposed to go, and people died. So that's, I think, part of the demise of this particular lab, was that the explosions didn't do what they're supposed to. So, also, fun fact, again, while we're at lore in this particular location, you see this here? This is glowstone. What's glowstone doing here? Well, in the lore, glowstone floats into the air like lapida crystals. And yes, the idea here is that all the floating islands have glowstone in them. In fact, they have rings of glowstone often and patches. And you can actually mine glowstone at the islands and whatnot. So you'll occasionally see glowstone inside the island as you're mining in pockets. So that's why there's glowstone here. It's just a pocket they exploded into, I guess. And actually, this isn't the only place we see glowstone islands floating. If you look on the map here, all the floating islands are kept up by glowstone, supposedly. No, go down. Bad. I can move my map, I promise. So, if you come over here, so there's this island is floating from glowstone, and this island over here is floating from glowstone. But this in here, this region, is full of these big old towers. And if you go and look at these towers, they actually have rings of glowstone in them. And this area is full of clay. And so the idea is that there was glowstone in the ground, and they brought these clay pillars out of the ground because it's softer ground and stuff. So there's actually some really cool, like, geography concepts going on with this, like, floating material that pulls landscapes out of the ground. So awesome. Anyways, we'll get back into the game here. We're pretty much done here at the floating island. I'm going to pick up the seared stone and grab the various stuff. I might leave some flowers here, mostly because I just feel like it. But we'll grab most of them. And we'll move on to get the volcano teleport, because we missed that when we were over by the volcano. Then we'll head down south. I was just talking to someone during break. They pointing out there's some petals on those islands going south of here, and I'm not sure if I'll stop, but when we get there, we'll see how I feel. I might not stop. I might just keep going and go to the swamp real fast, and then we'll continue on. So let's get moving. Oh, okay. I need to. Alright, so here's the volcano. Welcome. Coolest things about the volcano, again, as I mentioned previously, there is netherrack here. If we collect enough netherrack, we can turn that in for ore, actually. Nice. The other thing that's cool about the volcano is that there is soul sand here at the caldera. Caldera, maybe. I think this is a caldera. It's a big ol' opening in the top of the volcano, so yes. Anyways, soul sand is good for a bunch of stuff. Namely because for two main things, and mostly for Thumbcraft. One, we need nether wart. Nether wart only grows on soul sand. Nice. So we need to get soul sand to grow nether wart. The other thing that we need soul sand for is that soul sand, remember, blocks in this game can be turned into a liquid form of magic called essentia, depending on what's inside of them. Soul sand should not then be a surprise to contain soul essentia. Whoa. So, to get soul essentia, soul sand is one of the bigger sources. Though this is not an endless source of soul essentia. There are some other better ones, such as heads, all have soul in them. So we will probably be using a lot of those once we get a little bit further in the game. But for early game, getting soul essentia, which we need for stuff like golems, which is some automation, which I enjoy because golems are free, unlike a lot of the other powered machines that farm for you. We can set up a golem that farms all sorts of things. And again, they work totally for free. So building them is, I find, useful. So we will be using some of that in the future. And with this teleport, we can just teleport in, run down, grab some soul sand, and come back. The other thing is that this place is full of lava, and it's not that far away from the teleport. So we will be probably coming here for a bunch of lava for quite a while until we get an infinite lava generator eventually. So, yeah, that's where we're at. So welcome to the volcano. We'll go and grab a few things here, grab a little bit of soul sand, see if there is some netherwood around. I know there's netherwood over on the Obelisk Island, so we might grab that on the way past. So, but with that, we'll keep going. All right, folks, that is the end of our stream for today. So, thanks for coming and hanging out. Really appreciate people enjoying my music. So thanks, Dragon, for stopping by. And yeah, thanks to anyone else who's lurking or stops by after the fact. Love to know that you guys are around and enjoying my music too. So thank you. So I guess I'll do a quick recap here. So from start to end, we just had finished getting the boat. We went north around the continent. We did kind of follow the land instead, so I had to backtrack a little bit. But we went and we managed to get to the floating island. Well, first we stopped by the jungle temple on the north side of the volcano island, and we got ourselves some nifty saplings that will help us in the future. Then we went to the island lab, where we fought a botanist and grabbed some more loot and a type of flower. From there, we went over to get the volcano teleport and grabbed some soul sand. We stopped by home and picked up Archimedes' package for us and stuff before grabbing some wood and heading south down the jungle strip. Hopefully trying to find some of the petals, but I don't know where they are, so I didn't find them. And no, unfortunately, I'm just wrapping up here. Really sorry. I'm just giving the recap here of what we did today. So super sorry. But the whole playlist of all of these episodes are over on YouTube. So if you want to go check out all the different stuff we've been doing here. This is episode 13 after all. So super sorry, we're wrapping up. But yeah, so after we hit the jungle strip, we went east after that to basically the very center of the map where the swamp is, and picked up some of the swamp stuff. So that's what we did today. A lot of exploring, a lot of travel. We did some looting and some fighting. A lot of hard, but it was good. It was good. We got through a lot of stuff. So I think next time we will probably move to do the last things of the swamp. I want to head over to Biodome Alpha and pick up, there's a great wood tree in between that's going to decay if we don't do anything about it. And I need a lot of great wood for various projects. So I'm going to cut down one of the great wood trees over there. And we'll catch Biodome Alpha. And then we'll have that whole part for later when getting around. Alpha's pretty central. So yeah, we'll head back to the swamp. We might hit the underwater lab. Don't know. And then we'll come back around the west side of the continent, back to the bottom, pick up Obelisk Island and Obsidian Tower, and head home. So that's next time. But hope you enjoyed today. We will hopefully be streaming tomorrow from 2 to 3 Pacific Daylight Time, so be there. And that's all I got for today. So yeah, sorry about that, like, coming right there at the end instead of the beginning. I just didn't work out timing-wise, sorry. But yeah, thanks for stopping by and saying hi. But yeah, that's all I got, so I'm going to wrap up. Until next time, folks. See ya.